This is the legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's Tyler Favre, Sega Manic, Nintendo 64 speaking. We have a tremendous amount of time before the hero of time runs out when Zelda actually come across from all gathering of 3 Triforces. Taking place in 1998 when 3D came through. But actually before in Nintendo 64. And the 2 Triforce parts that didn't even expect would end within you too. Became with Zelda, Link, and also with Ganon. With all over the review of all of these powers would come tremendous compared to others. The review of the 3D, you can tell by the graphic and most intensity of all textbook and also with the graphics of the video game. Taking place by Nintendo 64, you can tell by the background of the game that was taking place beforehand. By the reverse of the gameplay to the boss and also the story mode. You can tell by the graphics of the arrow of light. But it taken place before that it has tremendous graphics. And it's coming through Nintendo Switch pretty soon. They're making a new version of the Nintendo 64 Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. But through other hand, it's taken place through Wind Waker, which is supposed to tremendously be on the Switch. But it takes time through all the story modes of all graphics of the game to take place through time. It takes time to make these kind of games, even though it is the Ocarina of Time. The most graphic and most intense Zelda game of all time. When Ganon takes place and got destroyed by the arrow of light, he turns into a 4-monster sword, which actually took place the same time as General Kenobi versus General Grievous. But we come through that part later after this reverse of the magical moment of Ganondorf versus Link. This is actually Link to the future, taking place of Link to the past, but with the other graphic. Also taking place when it goes through flutes and other instrumental music, and also with Ganon's castle. Overrun and overview with overcast of legendary Zelda universe that took place after when the show occurred in 1987 through 1989. The show was tremendous, and it was actually discontinued since late 89. But also with the view of all Disney Plus, I think they should review this on Disney Plus. If this was on Disney Plus, I think it will be her most tremendous Disney Plus movie I will ever see. And even on Netflix, they have similar movies like this on Netflix. Even taking place after when the movie was performed and made. Even with the TV shows. Almost it's a little bit intense for kids, but it's more enjoyment of the video game. If the kids would enjoy the video game, it'll also enjoy the movie and also the TV show. subscribe on Disney Plus. If Star Wars is on and it's too violent for kids, why not put something more significant and more medieval time on Disney Plus? Seems amount of time. Also, with Wind Waker. Wind Waker was actually taken part in 2002. Ganondorf wasn't too pleasant in this one. It was a more cartoony, like the Looney Tunes and cartoon series of the series of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. When taking place also with Ganon, he took advantage of the Hyrule Castle, and Zelda was apparently unexpected of being the Princess of Hyrule. Also with taking place of Ganon through all the capacity of taking advantage of Link. He's trying to steal the Triforce of Link in the Wind Waker. Taking also advantage of Ganon versus Link. With verse mode also would take also with the Hero of Time, which is Zelda becomes the Hero of Time in Wind Waker, because she's the real capacity between Ganon and Link. When this took in place, they had a Looney Tunes series beforehand of the Legend of Zelda universe. Would taking place of advantage of other powers. Ganondorf takes the power of the gods and takes advantage of the kingdom of Hyrule. Even including he comes back from Twilight Princess. The Triforce of the power of the gods, which is wisdom, courage, and power. He took in place more power than any other god that ever exists on Hyrule and the Gyarados. But in the history of Ganon, he would take place of Hyrule and try to rule the whole lands. Instead of ruin Hyrule, he ruins it, and he takes care, and he tries to make the princess over king. But when the kingdom of the Triforce, which is the sage of the power of the gods, of the three triangles of light, which actually partially of the Illuminati. 3 triangles mean courage, wisdom, power, but it also means the 3 elements of other things. It means taking over United Nations, and also partially in my place in America. But taking 3 chances of rights, and even with the king, and also with enemies and foes and allies. The real capacity behind this is part of the Illuminati clan, and also the Illuminati tribe. Also 10,000 years has taken place. But also with the kingdom of Hyrule, it would also go with the also taking place on the story of Zelda and Link. Even the Looney Tunes and also capacity of the kingdom of Hyrule. But the Link to the Past was partially the beginning. Met through Ocarina of Time was partially the end of the series, but not more than 2002, which is the Master Quest, also with the Legend of Zelda behind the story. Through Zelda and Link, it's actually capacity that Princess Jabba, Zora, I'm surprised that Link did not marry Zelda, the Princess of Hyrule. He would have been a great king, but apparently he wasn't too interested. But Ganon, on the other hand, is a sick mofo. and he likes to poop and on people's faces in green. He's taken also with the time of pausing time, which you just saw right now. But rescuing the princess is quite different, even on the shows of The Legend of Zelda TV series through 1987 through 1989. The reason why they canceled it, because with the capacity of the sexuality, some other kids think and other parents think it was not really inappropriate. But in captions and advisory, I taken place up in the hand of they should bring back all those TV series in 1980 through 1993 through 1994 in this period of time. Donkey Kong Country, Diddy Kong's Quest, Legend of Zelda, Mario Bros, Yoshi Stories, even though on TV series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1980s, 1993, 1994 through 5. But also, with the other hand, they should make a series of this too, including with Looney Tunes mixed with between Tiny Toons and also the capacity of the Courage of the Cowardly Dog. You can tell the graphics of the game can take place through the graphics between Twilight, also with Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts in the video games on PlayStation, on Sony, one and only. But on the other hand, it would also take place when they should make it more capacity and more realistic instead of Looney Tune-ish. But with other things that should know about, the triangle of the force is actually a capacity 3 symbols of hope. With the light of triangle, it would take place over in the cast of the capacity of story and courage and also wisdom and power. The Triforce has other 3 and 4, even 6 things of symbols of even more capacity, even more intense of the power of the light. Would taken place after when the kingdom of Hyrule would also be ruled again by other kings and men and women. Queens and queens would take other in the hand of the power of the light. But with TV series, I think in my capacity of truth, I think this should be on Disney Plus. With Nintendo conspiracies and also consideration, I think they should put this on Disney Plus and also on Netflix and Hulu, even on Amazon Prime with the owner of Jeff Bezos. Thank you guys for watching this, and stay tuned for the next show of The Twilight Princess. Take care guys, and you enjoy this. You guys take care and subscribe on Nintendoized cartoonish of shows and cancellation of other deleted scenes and other footage. Take care guys, and you have a great night.